Hey, hello there, RJB here from RJBTV. And today we are once again joined by JH on the name Hooray. He's also known as Voss, which is actually supposed to be boss, but because the Korean alphabet doesn't actually have a letter differentiating between V and B or P or F, a lot of Koreans don't know that the F and BP in the Roman or Latin, the Roman Latin alphabet are not the same letter. In the Korean alphabet, they are the same letter. So a lot of Koreans, quite often, will write a V and F when they actually mean a B or a P when they're writing English. And here we've got SeoGi on the name SeoGi here on the red Protoss on the bottom side of the map. So 2 games so far have been won by JH, who is going for a cheese opening here with double barracks are in the front before a single depot. This is a cheese for sure. He's going to try to bunker rush and hopefully get an early punch down on SeoGi, who's opening with a Nexus first, so it looks like it might actually be possible. He's going to be in some real pain right here, because it's going to be very difficult to defend against a bunker rush when you have a Forge coming up after a Nexus. He's going to try to choke. He's going to build a pylon and double cannon there in the front. But the question is going to be, is he going to be even able to get those 2 cannons finished, given the fact that Marines are already on the way? It all kind of comes down now to whether JH is going to find SeoGi fast enough, or if he's going to be too late. It does look like he is scouting the wrong way, kind of. This probe coming out there is going to throw him off. This is really lucky for SeoGi. SeoGi is very lucky right here, because this SCV there, assuming that SeoGi was coming from this bottom corner because he saw the probe come from there, is going to buy SeoGi enough time to finish at least 1 cannon, which these Marines arriving right about now are probably not going to be able to stop. Plus we got probe there in the front because SeoGi scouted the 2 barracks. They're inside JH's choke point, and now JH's rush cheese bunker rush attempt completely falls flat, doesn't get any results except that he has been slowed down. But to try and make up for getting slowed down, he's going to stop making Marines for a little while and just go for double or triple command center. He's already made a gas though, and that 1 gas there has me a little bit uncertain whether he's actually going for a 3rd command center. He does have the minerals for it, but he's not building it. He's going to go for an academy first. SeoGi there getting a lot of valuable information with that 1 probe that was still inside of JH's base. Blocks the gas, so that's also very inconvenient for JH. JH hasn't built a 3rd command center yet. Gonna have to build a 2nd refinery, otherwise he can't mine. Like, if you build this 1 pylon here and there's only a single refinery, you cannot mine from the refinery or harvest from the refinery. And it forces JH to build a 2nd one, which he already needed. It slows JH's gas income down a little bit. Well, not much, but a little bit. There's no 3rd command center. There's an academy on the way. We've got a factory on the way as well. Double barracks has gone back to producing. SeoGi building a lot of pylons on the side for vision against, of course, Firebat barracks attempts on those probes. You got a Citadel of Doom finishing up. You got Dragoon range on the way as well. SeoGi is going for something interesting here. He's going for Dark Templars again. He's got Corsairs. Oh, he's already getting a Stargate, so it might be Dark Templars into very fast carriers. So far in every single match, SeoGi has been doing something completely different. In game number 2, it didn't really work out. In game number 1, it went exceptionally well. Now, he might go for carriers, he might go for very fast arbiters once again. Not sure. It could be arbiters, could be very fast carriers. He's gonna go for some Dragoons for sure though after the first wave of Dark Templars. Otherwise, I don't think he would ever be getting Singularity Charge to follow up on those double Dark Templars. This is an interesting build. Basically, he's the first person I see and fastest that does this particular build. It's an Arbiter. He's going for a very fast Arbiter Tribunal. It started at 5 minutes into the game. JH is not going to try to bust through the front cannons there. Not enough Marines, not enough medics. He's playing it very conservative. He scans. Now, what did he see with the scan? He scanned the middle there, saw that our Templars leaving the base. That is huge information right there for JH. Gets himself some valuable information that he knows that at least the Dark Templars are not going to be a problem for him. He knows they're coming. Got a turret there on the way in the front, but the Dark Templars the Dark Templars are going to sneak through. Dark Templars are going to sneak right through. JH there playing a little bit sloppy. Didn't pull his Marines back way too late. No turret there in the back. So the Dark Templars I thought they weren't going to do anything, because he scanned them, but he handled it really poorly. Now the Dark Templars are there in the backside, causing problems, and there's no scan energy at the moment, so he's gonna run around and start killing more things. Gonna kill at least one more. I thought he was gonna kill the tank, but he goes for SCVs and a supply depot. Dark Templars are pretty close to each other. He's got scan energy finished up, so he might be able to kill both of them, but no, he only scans a single one of them, and both Dark Templars run out of detection range. Huge blow here to JH's progression into the middle game. He already got slowed down with the failed bunker rush, which it just slows you down because you pull so many SVs off the minerals. You get your supply depot so late that you fall behind by 3 or 4, maybe even 5 SCVs from where you want to be in the early game. And that early game deficit and worker counts can just really slow you down a lot. And you can see the after effects of those two mistakes really biting him really badly. SeoGi gets one more supply depot and runs away. Arbiters are already on the way. They're back at home. He's going for a recall, getting hallucination as well. Got a pretty sizable, nice army here back at home. There's no drops on the way. Didn't go for robotics. I think a robotics would have been absolutely amazing in this exact situation, because he had control over JH's sides with those Dark Templars, and a shield is very difficult to defend against when you don't have full control over the sides of your base. He's contained to a very small area. Also, his front door is wide open, but SeoGi is not yet going to bust through the front door. He doesn't feel... Oh, he is. He is going to bust through the front door. Dragoons are already there taking... He notices there's no units in the front at all. Nothing in the front at all, so he's going to break down the bunker, going to try to take down the walls. Dark Templars are on the front as well. One of them gets caught out there, gets taken down. So the tanks and Marines might save the choke. Dragoons are still attacking. One tank sieges up, one Dark Templar there on the top that's killing a supply depot. Dragoons are moving outside of depot range. SeoGi is really playing an amazing game. As long as SeoGi's minerals don't get attacked, because he has no protection for his probes, he plays absolutely amazing. Great control, great awareness, very fast player, great strategies, great multitasking. As long as he doesn't get hit on the probes, I feel that SeoGi really is a super dangerous player, but I might have just jinxed it because we've got a dropship there on the way with 2 tanks inside. Got Storm being upgraded there for SeoGi and weapon level 1 as well, and Stasis and armor, and a couple more gateway units are on the way, but a tank drop there coming in. Units are pulling back to try and protect the probes, Zealots and Dragoons. Tanks are sieging up. He's going to get a tank shot off. Oh, he killed 30 at least. He killed 30 probes, so SeoGi there once again pays for his lack of probe protection. There's just no excuse for this, because it's so easy to just build about 8 cannons, 4 on each side, and your probes are pretty damn well protected. And he just refuses to protect his probes. And against a player like JH, that is just going to ruin your games. And in this case, it is ruining SeoGi's game. He's still ahead by a lot. He would have been maxed out at about 940 into the game. He would have been maxed out right about now if he had more probes. But now he isn't maxed out. His army is massive though, and he's going to go for a recall, and the strategy from SeoGi might still work, because I don't think JH has seen the Arbiter Tribunal there on the side or the Stargate. So the Arbiters are building up their energy. Almost on 150 each. They're currently on 130. So he's going to fly in very soon and recall in 2 armies. Or maybe just, well, his entire army. But in 2 rounds. I feel he's going to do it in 2 rounds. He's got Storm, he's got Hallucination, he's got Templar Energy, he's got everything he needs. He'll have 1 attack, he'll have 1 armor soon as well. He's looking very strong, but JH is also looking pretty well fortified. But I don't think JH is equipped at the moment to fight off a double recall right here on the backside. So I think that is what he's going to do. A double recall all the way on the backside. Maybe on the front side, but I think a front side recall might not do the trick. But of course, he doesn't know it. We know a lot of scan there comes out from JH, and he scanned the front. So no useful information gathered here for JH. JH does not know that recalls are coming. It's just a fake recall, though. The real Arbiter is just fake hallucinations. He's going to try to pull all those units to the back. This is beautiful execution. This is really smart. Pulls all those units to the back and recalls here right on top of the choke. Recalls right on top of the choke. Going to try to break through. The H might be able to defend this because he's got basically a huge wall of factories and barracks here in the middle of his base with Marines and tanks behind. This is a lot of Dragoons though. A lot of Dragoons. And JH already lost about 30 supply of units there in the front. This looks really bad. Worse and worse. The storms keep coming down, and SeoGi with another really interesting build order, almost the same as from the first game. Breaks, this is just over. This is just complete destruction. This is such a strong strategy from SeoGi and so beautifully and smartly executed. Imagine if this guy could keep his probes protected. He would be absolutely impossible to defeat. Maybe not impossible, but he'll be very difficult to beat. Like, look at this. This is absolute domination. One single, precise, smart, surgical strike on the front. And then he's just bludgeoning with pure brute force. JH is not equipped by any means to deal with this. At least not as that game played out. He got slowed down too many times. SeoGi with beautiful side control. And JH with a very unlucky, poorly executed scout on a bunker rush. Basically, all the things that could go wrong in scouting for JH went wrong. And when you're doing a bunker rush, scouting definitely is one of the few things that is not allowed to go wrong. And it went wrong. It went wrong, and we saw the consequences of it going wrong. It's now time for game number 4. The score is 2 wins for SeoGi, 1 win for JH. Maybe game 4 is gonna lead us to different results, but I don't have high hopes because SeoGi looked very strong in game number 2 and 3, 1 and 3. Number 2, he got wrecked. So anything could happen, but it's Protoss against Zerg, and traditionally and historically speaking, Zerg does not fare that well against a Protoss. So what's gonna happen? Just gonna have to wait and see, but I am expecting some really interesting build orders here from SeoGi. I'm really expecting him to do something like a 2 Stargate Arbiter again. Not sure if it's that great against Protoss. For JH, he looks like he's going for a choke build order, setting a drone there to the front, gonna wall off the front, seal it all off, protect himself from harm. Interesting hatchery placement. I always place it right here, but maybe that's not the smartest spot. Maybe this is just definitively a better spot to place the hatchery to more easily seal off this portion here to prevent the enemy from getting through. Gonna note that down for myself and no longer build my hatchery in this box, but in this exact box. Maybe it's gonna help. Maybe it won't, but I sure hope it does. So interesting detail here about JH. Some players, when they get their pool, they go for Drone Overlord pool. JH here goes for Drone Pool Overlord, so that his spawning pool is a little bit faster if you went for an overlord first, and that small little detail can really make the difference in whether you are going to survive a rush or not. There's not going to be a rush, but a small little detail might and can make a difference. I've experienced it myself, where playing against a player hello or thanks, really good player, I felt forced to 9 drone my spawning pool, but before my 9th drone, after I built the hatchery in the front had finished, I would pull a drone off the minerals and make the pool 4 seconds faster than if I waited for the drone to spawn. And I think that was worth it, because you get your Zerglings out 4 seconds faster, and on a choke defense against a Protoss, rushing with a mid-gate Protoss, it can really make the difference to have those Zerglings out 4 seconds faster or 5 seconds faster. In this case, though, it doesn't matter. In this case, it doesn't matter, because the Sunkens are going to finish. You got Zerglings to protect as well, Zerglings to scout as well, and SeoGi only has 2 Zealots there in the front. Goes for a very fast Cyber Core, not going for a Forge to protect his Pro, but he's got triple Zealot production from triple Gateway, got 2 gases there. Zerglings make their way into the max. They're going to take down 1 probe, or at least attempt to. Oh, I see what he's trying to do. This is great. This is great. Oh yeah, this is great. This is great. Really great. I've seen Brain do this before, and this is why you don't build your Nexus like this unless you go for a fast forge and get cannons, because this is brutal stuff. Now this probe can hit that 1 Zergling though. It still can. No, it no longer can. Both I'm just gonna keep track of what's happening. I'm gonna try to sneak 1 more Zergling in there. Gonna have to walk around, maybe get in there. Is he gonna get in there? No, he's going for... Ooh, this is beautiful. SeoGi is getting keysed by a super small mistake that most players would absolutely miss. I've beaten players like this myself. This is just so humiliating. This is just absolute... Oh, the Dragoon comes out just in time. That Dragoon came out exactly on time. It did. The Dragoon saves the day. That was very close. But now this Nexus on low HP is a huge problem. Huge problem for SeoGi. SeoGi now tries to walk through all those Sunkens, but he can't. He walled it off just on time. Walls it up just in time. Turns around, cancels the Sunken, opens up the wall. Beautifully played. SeoGi is screwed. Maybe not screwed entirely, you can still win, but this is just such a huge weakness in SeoGi's entire game plan for the future. He has to keep the Nexus alive, and all JH has to do is get a couple hits in on the Nexus, and he, I wouldn't say definitively wins the game, but it increases his chances of winning the game dramatically. It just becomes a huge, huge, huge goal for him to go for the Nexus. So double Stargate they're coming out from SeoGi. Looks like he might go for Arbiters again, but I don't think he will. It's probably just Corsairs going for a double robot there in the front. They're talking a little bit of smack against each other. JH is going to try to take down that Nexus with a small little surgical Zergling attack. Going to just run straight to the front, but SeoGi walled off the front with Zealots. He's not going to get through. Smart little thing to do, walling off the front. Can't get in. For now, the Nexus is well protected. Double cannon there as well. Beautiful configuration. But it does mean that SeoGi, at the moment, can't really play offense. Except with the Corsair, he can still go for the Corsairs and abuse some Overlords. Always annoying, but not really that big of a problem. Just put 1 Hydralisk on there, attack the Corsair, and the Corsair runs away, Overlord stays alive. He is going to prepare to break through the front here, though, but I'm not sure if he can. He needs more Hydralisks. He's on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hatcheries in total, going for number 7. Going to try to break through the front there, but nope, definitely not gonna happen. Just too easily defended there in the front. 1 Hydralisk there, though, being annoying. Oh, there might be a wall hole here somewhere. 2 cannons, 1 Dragoon. The shield has recovered to about 100. Don't think he'll get it. A little bit too close to the cannon. More Hydralisks coming in. He's going to space them out right there in the front. He doesn't have Hydralisk range yet, though. He needs Hydralisk range to be able to take down those. This is really nice. I don't think I've ever seen any two players play it like this. These games with SeoGi have just been so unique. They've just been so unique, and JH is playing unique himself as well. So SeoGi pulls back a little bit further. Zerglings still can't get through. Cannons are protected, beautifully played. More Hydralisks, they're coming on the way, coming across the map. Don't think he's going to break through though, because he's got 5 cannons and 2 more on the way for a total of 7, 8. 3 more on the way. Triple Robo is going for 3 Reavers at the same time. Corsairs are killing Overlords now. He's got a lot of Corsairs. Game is starting to look a little bit more worrying for JH, because all those units are in the front, and he might want to pull them back to his own base, because we've got a drop there on the way, and he has to defend that drop, or things are going to just turn out really bad. He's chasing around the Corsairs, but I don't also think that is a great choice. I mean, he has to take care of the Corsairs. Overlords do have speed. He's getting transportation for Overlords as well. I just going back there into the corner, but the Corsairs have done their job. They've killed some Overlords, and now they are going to clean out the sides and hunt for Overlords, not inside of JH's base, and he'll still do damage. Well, 2 Reavers, 3 Reavers finished. JH's going to still try to break through the front door. I really don't agree with this, but we know things JH doesn't necessarily know. He's going to try, though. Goes in for the attack. A lot of cannons, a lot of Hydralisks, and Reavers behind it. This Reaver's going to have to pull off 2 or 3 Scarab hits, and this is completely well defended. And yes, he defends it so easily. Easily defended. Pulls back there. He's got no Hydralisks in his base except this one. 12 are going to spawn very soon, though. Level 1 attack has finished, I believe, or still on the way. Overlord transportation also still on the way. Question is going to be, is he going to get in there or not? Because we've got cannons coming out from SeoGi, who's just playing pure defense. He's doing things with his Corsair. He's got 11 now. He's got 1 more on the way for a total of 12. Level 1 attack there for Corsair is also on the way there. It's finished. His level 2 attack on the way, and Scarab damage also on the way. He's getting Disruption Web there from his Fleet Beacon. I can smell what SeoGi is cooking. And it's going to be beautiful, as long as he can manage to pull it off. Nexus now on 200 shield, so 250 damage to go through to kill it and take it down. Corsairs once again go in for the strike. Let's see how much energy they have. They have enough energy for Disruption Web. Got 3 more shuttles and Reavers there on the way there in the front. 5 robotics in total. 1 is now finishing up. No Spire. Got Lurkers there on the way. Do we have an Observatory? From SeoGi, no Observatory. No Observatory is gonna hurt him. I am 100% certain of it. Because once these Reavers, the Lurkers, are burrowing up all over JH's base, the Reavers are no longer going to be that big of a problem. Although he's going to go for a Overlord drop before the Reaver drop comes out. He's trying to be fast about this because he knows that SeoGi will start building cannons to protect his Nexus. And he's going to try to basically beat SeoGi to it. SeoGi should have just gone for a more aggressive playstyle instead of playing this so defensively. I think... Oh, there's a lot of cannons there, though. That's a lot of cannons. And he's got Reavers there as well. Reavers getting picked up. Reavers getting unloaded there in the backside. Reavers are landing. Reavers are going to take down everything he can. Oh. JJ is just going to fly all the way to the backside. They're going to unload. Reavers... Overlord's getting mowed down. And now he is in a very bad spot because he is supply blocked. Very badly supply block there. JH, you are in trouble. Got a lot of Hydralisks there here back at home though, but that Overlord drop, basically SeoGi knew was going to happen. So all SeoGi had to do was just wait it out, defend against the Overlord drop, and then go for the counterattack once JH no longer has supply space, because he lost all of his Overlords and got supply blocked for quite a bit. He's building defenses here though, but that's a lot of Reavers and Corsairs with Disruption Web. This is not looking pretty. I've got a bad feeling about this. JH might have just thrown away the victory because he tunnel visioned on really wanting to kill that robotic Nexus. Drone's running away. Disruption Web is doing its job. Hydra's coming from every single direction, but there's so many Reavers and the Disruption Web is just way too damn strong. Nothing JH can really do here except roll over and die. He really needed lurkers on this corner, but now he can't even move his lurkers within range. JH just completely screwed himself over with that Overlord drop. He really wanted to end it really fast. I think he should have just waited a little bit longer until he was well fortified and then go and strike for the Nexus. He just played it a little bit too greedy. And SeoGi just waited for the counter with the Reavers, and there's nothing to defend. Laird's gonna go down, and SeoGi wins really easily, I would say. It was very close at the start, almost lost his Nexus. Disruption Web there on the Lurker, main goes down. Disruption Web on the Hydralisks, they also go down. Reaver just having a great day. Mutas have spawned, but the Mutas are getting hunted down by Corsairs. Corsairs don't give a damn about those Mulisks. He's trying, but this is not going to work. A couple of drones are going down as well. More Disruption Webs on the Lurker. No detection needed. Just disrupt on the Lurker, and it is over. JH loses game number 4, and SeoGi takes the lead with 3 wins in total. And JH certainly must be feeling the hurt, because he knows he overreached a little bit too much. Not even a little bit too much. He overreached by a mile. He tried to go all the way past the goal line, still standing at the starting line. And that just didn't work out that well. So 2 wins in a row there for SeoGi. Played really solidly. Interesting differences from usual. This is very unique games. Both players trying to outthink and outsmart each other. But JH outsmarted himself. Thank you for watching game number 3 and 4. There are going to be a couple more games in the next few videos. There's still a couple of them left, and hope you're going to return. So leave a like, leave a comment, leave a subscribe, and so you won't miss when I upload the next one sometime tomorrow or sometime else this week. I hope to enjoy it together with you. See you soon.